Okay, let's take a look at some charts today. This is the equivalent to the NQ contract in futures. This is the CFD, or contract for difference, on the FX markets through FX brokers. Of course, on this TradingView platform, you could have CME data, Globex, and you could be watching the NQ, which is perfectly fine, but I have this up and they're basically trade about lockstep with each other. So pre-market, we did have the pump. All times are in US Central Time. They're 7 a.m. Just prior to 7, we had the big run up. And the market gave us, like it did yesterday, a big M pattern. And then it rolls over and gives us a flip from upside momentum to downside momentum after an M pattern. So we got a little bit of movement. We junked around a bit, and then big selling came in. And that was a one and done day. So that one worked out pretty quick. There was a bounce then. We came in and we bounced a bit. We came up and we topped out in this area. And since then, the market's been what I call junking around a bit. You can see it did stair step a bit lower. So we've gotten a couple little M's again. That usually means we're going to go down some. So we had an M there. And we had another one, so we had a sequential M. We've come down and put in another lower pivot high, and we're getting into just a little bit over an hour left in the U.S. cash session markets, meaning the cash markets, the stock market, will be closing here in about an hour and 7 minutes. So today I thought was easy as far as get one signal and it works, and on the NQs. So let's take a look at a few other instruments real quick. Got some guys doing fantastic on the ES, on the NinjaTrader 8 iGrid system. This is the US 500 equivalent to the ES. So pretty similar pattern, a bit of a run up pre-market. And then we sold off, market based out, and then it settled a bit into the end part of the day. Now remember, tomorrow we have the big econ news. We got inflation data, so I'm sure we're going to get some pretty big swings tomorrow. So looking forward to that. Let's go take a quick look at gold recently, see what gold's been doing. Now gold has just been making beautiful oscillating movements that a person can take advantage of. And even when we get a little flip back and forth, we don't have any ads. And our entry short to our entry long, not that big of a deal on just a flip entry. Where all the other ones, we have, the entry, and plus if you're working ads, we have ads peppered in. So when it comes out at the next flip, we've pyramided into the winning trades. And then we've had the big ramp right here. So yeah, gold still holding that big push. No big sell-off in gold as of yet. Let's go take a look at gold on a lower time frame than this one right now. So even on a lower time frame, gold has made some really nice methodical moves. And the beauty of the iGrid indicator, with the advanced math we use in all components of the indicator, and with it having two-dimensional smoothing, you can go down on really low time frames and dial in the indicator. So if it's somebody that's just working gold on intraday stuff, that's fine. We can find you and we can make sure that you have optimized setups and settings for that particular time frame. Whatever. Maybe you trade gold on a 1 minute chart. Heck, I got guys trading the NASDAQ, the NQs, and MNQs on 30-second charts. So all kinds of possibilities when you have an indicator that has unique math, has two-dimensional smoothing, and is very, very responsive to price, but we have multiple axes of adjustability. So we have lots of adjustability in the indicator. So that gives us the ability to dial in, whether we're on Renko's, time-based charts, range bar, tick chart, volume, doesn't make any difference. we can get it dialed in. Now it looks like a little bit of an M pattern there. Let's see, will we see a rollover on the lower time frame on gold? Who knows? Big day CPI news coming out, so tomorrow may be the tell there. And then let's take a look at a little futures action on the NinjaTrader 8 platform. So anyhow, we had that pre-market run-up. Came in here about, what was it, about 6-ish in the morning U.S. Central Time. We came in, put the M pattern top that I was talking about from the TradingView charts on the MNQ NQs. We rolled over. That secondary rollover. Now, even if you attack the first rollover and you bailed right here when we lifted back up, no big deal there. That was not a losing trade. If you got in on the long this morning, that was a heck of a ride if you would have stayed in for the whole run. Then we had another little rally right here in long trade here until the short trade right here. And then once you got in the short trade, that had a pretty significant sell-off. Now the automated side guys just killed it today. Those that were in early caught the ramp. Those that got in later, like those that came in around 8-ish, 8:30, 8:31, 8:32, you had a short, a long, a short, and then boom, the short gave you tons of ads and and down she went. So that was a pretty quick day on the automated side, because the beauty of the iGrid system, when you have it dialed in and optimized, you can hold your own in the chop or the range bound, and you build up positions into running moves, whether they're rally moves or downtrending moves, and that's what makes the money. Just like hedge fund trades, they continually add to winning positions. That's where they get the dynamic returns from. So anyhow, there you have it. Some action today. This is my super responsive settings. So when we were rolling over off these tops, let's go take a quick look at that real quick. I'll just kind of show you what that looked like. So if I ever get like a levels test or level sweep, which I talk about a lot, that was that beautiful M pattern yesterday. We came up and swept that out today. So that was what I call a level sweep. So I was licking my chops then to get short after that. So I take a short. When it hooks, I bail. Came up, did a levels test, gives me another short. I get in. Now I have a big M pattern. And on my higher time frame, or the time frames are the same, but my settings are different. The more structural look of things, on this one, I got a short signal. So that made sense to stay in and work this rotation lower, which was right here, put in some liquidity and leave it on after getting a confirmed short signal on my settings for the iGrid that are set not as responsive as I have over here. Then we had a little bit of lift and a slap down, a little bit of lift, slap down. That was as this stair stepping lower. So we had the big M, structural short signal. Market goes down, breaks this pivot, chops around, gives me another M, rolls over again. That was right in here. And then we had the big, fly back into the prior range. And then it just kept working lower. So iGrid, I don't care what you're trading, whether you're using tick chart, volume chart, Renko, Heikinashi, it just doesn't make any difference. We can get it dialed in on a particular instrument and bar type. So there you have it. A little touch base on the iGrid action today. And markets dropping down a bit here after the rally. And this is a bit of a junk fest, but it makes sense. We already had a gigantic move. We had a big move up pre-market, big move down. Should have been, done on that down move. Unless you're just somebody that's just got to keep trading all day long. That's definitely not me. And all worked out today. Good action. So there you have it. If you have any questions at all, info@gridalgo.com. All kinds of big announcements and big stuff we're working on deck. We have big programming projects wrapping up this week on updated versions of our EAs for the MT4, MT5, updated versions of the C-Bot for the C-Trader from the fully automated, getting some big stuff ready on the NT8 side with a version 2 of the iGrid Evo strategy, automated strategy. We got the trading view indicator, taking that to a, what do you call it? An alerts and strategy also. There's the terminology. I had to think there for a second. So yeah, a lot of big things on deck for this week. So if you have any questions, info@gridalgo.com. But look at that. 2 big, beautiful M patterns 2 days in a row after markets did levels sweeps. So you can't beat that. Okay, anybody that's part of our program, we actually, we do have a private Discord room, so very extensive coverage for all these various platforms and filled with all kinds of training and related. So there you have it. Have a fantastic day. Big econ news in the morning tomorrow. Don't forget info@gridalgo.com. Talk to you later.